Hello guys, so today I am going to be telling you a very long-awaited story. I have not told it on my channel yet because I'm kind of worried about putting it on the internet, but I already posted it on my TikTok, and my TikTok has way more followers than my YouTube account, so I don't care anymore. Okay. Okay. This is the story of the time that I was laced. Yeah. It happened, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my experience. Okay, so it happened. I was 16 at the time. I just turned 16 about a month before this happened, and I was consistently going into this really bad neighborhood. Like, in this neighborhood there were gangs, there were robberies, sex trafficking, shootings. You look up like top 5 worst towns on Long Island, it is 110% in the top 5. And I would go there every single weekend. And my mom ended up finding out I was going to these parties, and she told me if she found out I went to another one of these parties, I would be kicked out of my house. This is probably the first time my mom is hearing this story. Sorry. Please don't kill me. But she can't kick me out because I don't live there anymore. Anyway, I went to a party with my friend Emily. In this town, we took an Uber there. My mom thought I was sleeping at her house. I had told my mom, oh, I'm gonna go sleep at Emily's. She's just gonna have a few friends over. We're gonna watch a movie, and that's gonna be it. So my mom was like, okay, whatever. And my mom knew that I went to these parties with Emily, like, and pretty much only Emily. So she was really suspicious that I was sleeping over, but she let me anyway. And we ended up going to one of these parties. I didn't overdo myself ever at these parties. Because of the environment I was in. I knew it was a bad neighborhood. Maybe not ever, but this night I did not do it. Yeah, this night I did it. I know for a fact I did it. But we show up. Me and Emily both have like one drink each. Not a lot at all. We were completely fine. Then these kids I didn't know just came up to us, this like group of guys, and they're just like, oh, like, do you want to smoke with us? And I was just like, yeah, why not? Like, who cares, right? Because I literally didn't care about anything, and I was a 16-year-old idiot. And so me and Emily ended up smoking with these kids, and I shit you not, I did not have a lot at all, like 1 or 2 hits. That was just not a lot for me at all, like not even to get me to any certain point whatsoever. That was just nothing for me. So I was like, okay, I'm completely fine. And that was the whole party. Like, that's all that happened at the fucking party. And so we end up leaving. The Uber ride home, not gonna lie, foggy. It is foggy. I don't really remember it that well. It's okay, whatever. So I was like, this is weird because I didn't have a lot to drink. I barely smoked, so what is going on? We get back to Emily's house. We're just like hanging out in her room. It's probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Emily had a whole wall of tapestry and black light posters in her room, and I was laying on her bed just staring at all of it. And the tapestry was like circles inside of circles inside of circles, and I'm looking at it, and all of the circles just start turning like opposite ways, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I look at Emily and I'm just like, do you feel okay? And she's like, like whatever. It didn't really faze her yet. And so then I started getting really dizzy because it started moving like faster and faster. Like, it literally felt like I was Alice in Wonderland going down a fucking rabbit hole.
Oh, but that's silly. Nobody. Oh!
Well, that's exactly how I felt. I was literally like, what the actual fuck is going on? I was really dizzy, so I felt like I had to throw up. I go to her bathroom, I walk to her bathroom, and the toilet water, I shit you not, is just like diamonds, like it's like pastel rainbow colors with diamonds in it, and I'm just like, that's not normal. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I didn't end up throwing up, but I stayed in there for a couple minutes, and I'm just like, this is like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm tripping. Like, I am literally tripping the fuck out, and for what fucking reason? So I go back into Emily's room. Emily also has all surround sound speakers all over her room, and she is bumping Jamaican music. Like, I walked back in there, I felt like I was literally in fucking Jamaica. And I was like, why are you listening to Jamaican music? She's like, come on, like, just feel the vibes. And I'm just like, what is going on in our heads? Like, this is not normal. And I was like, dude, are you tripping? And she's like, yeah. Like, yeah. And she's like not panicking. She's like relaxed. And like, I'm just literally like figuring out what the fuck was happening, because I was literally confused as shit. So I end up laying back on Emily's bed, listening to this Jamaican music with her. I'm literally just staring up at the ceiling, like, literally like drooling, like literally what the fuck was going on. I don't fucking know. So then I wasn't on my phone for probably an hour because I was literally just tripping shit. I checked my phone. My phone, it literally just looked like digital pixels. It didn't look like anything. It literally looked like just a screen made out of like elastic. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, how do I even explain this right now? It literally was just a phone. It literally just looked like when your phone is broken and like you have like all that shit on the front of it. That's literally what my phone looked like, but my phone was not broken. That's literally just how I was seeing it. No exaggeration, I think I had like 17 missed calls from my mom. So I was like, fuck, I am so screwed. She knows I went to that party. She's gonna kick me out. Like, she's gonna know something's wrong because I'm always on my phone. So I call her back, and I was like, oh, hey, sorry, like, I was sleeping. And she's like, no, you weren't. And I was like, yes, I was. Like, what do you mean? She's like, you were not sleeping. And I was like, yes, I was. And she's like,
I'm outside of Emily's. Come down here right now.
bitch, I am literally tripping fucking shit. What the fuck do you mean come down here? I'm outside of Emily's house. Emily has a really big house, so I literally had to walk like across her house, down the stairs, across the house fucking again to get to the door. And I'm walking down, her dad sees me, and I'm like, great, this man is going to know that I'm tripping shit. And he just goes, oh, Victoria, where are you going? And I was just like, oh, like my mom is dropping off a phone charger, like I'm just gonna go grab it from her. He was like, okay, no problem, like had no idea. Good for me for like pulling that off. Like, I'm proud of myself for that one. Anyway, I get to the door, my mom is all the way down the driveway. She has a long ass driveway, and my mom is at the end of it. And so I'm walking down the driveway, and suddenly the trees were like literally like moving, like fucking dancing, and the bushes like the same shit. They were just like fucking vibing, and I'm staring at them. I'm just like what's going on? And the floor literally looks like, what is that one world in Mario Kart with all the rainbows, like Rainbow Road? That's literally what the whole driveway looked like, and I'm just following my feet, like trying to focus on my fucking feet so she knows, so she doesn't know that I'm literally tripping the fuck out. And my mom just goes, and she goes, so what'd you do tonight? I was like, oh, Emily had some friends over, we watched a movie, and we went to sleep. I went to sleep early. And she's like, oh, okay, you didn't do anything else? And I was like, no, like we were just at Emily's all night. And she's like, okay, you look fine. You can go back inside.
You look fine. You can go back inside.
Bitch. Bitch. What the fuck do you mean I look alright? I was like, what? What do you actually mean I look alright? I'm actually gonna insert a picture of what my eyes looked like that night. They were not okay. So I don't know what she meant by you look all right. I don't know what was going on in her head. Thank God she didn't know. She's gonna know now. So like, once again, I apologize. I apologize. But I don't know how you didn't notice. Can't wrap my mind around that one. And it's 3 years later, just still can't understand that. But anyway, I go back inside. I go back up to Emily's room. I'm walking slow as fuck. Like literally, like no exaggeration. I'm like, I get back upstairs, and Emily's just like, dude, do you feel all right? And I was like, dude, no, like I've been saying that for the past hour. And she's like, dude, same. And she's just like vibing, like she's like enjoying it. Like she's not concerned whatsoever. Like she's completely fine. I wasn't panicking, but I was trying to figure out what happened, how I got to this point. And we end up falling asleep for like literally 10 to 12 hours. I was like sleeping, and I wake up and I feel hungover as fuck. Like, I was like, Emily, do you feel like weird? Like, do you feel hungover? She's like, I'm so exhausted. Like, what did we do last night? And I was like, that's the thing. We didn't do anything out of the ordinary, so I don't understand. And she's like, well, those kids we smoked with, like, they're not really good kids. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, oh, one of them has like multiple DUIs, one of them has like been involved in a hit and run, and the rest are like huge druggies. And I'm like, this would have been really good information to know before we smoked with them. Like, you know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, I honestly, like, I didn't think of it. So I was like, okay, whatever, like, it's over with, no big deal. But we're still trying to figure out what we got laced with. I was like, well, why don't we go to the store, get a drug test? Neither one of us had money. Neither one of us wanted to walk to the store. So we just let it go, and we decided we were going to do our own research. So we looked up everything online, and we thought it was acid at first, but we're like, no, acid lasts a lot longer than that, and you can't sleep when you take acid, so it's not acid. And I was like, oh, well, maybe it was Molly. But like, Molly's like a party drug. Like, you want to like party. We were like straight chilling, like we didn't care. I was like, well, if it wasn't acid and it wasn't Molly, like maybe it was PCP or something. And like PCP, angel dust, like makes the most sense. Okay, so I'm literally in the middle of editing myself right now, and I realized how dumb it was to like not mention shrooms, because like it was probably 99% shrooms that we got laced with. So I don't know why I led with like as if PCP was what we got laced with, and why I didn't even think of shrooms, but it was most likely fucking shrooms. Do you see the way I look right now? Because I've been staring at this screen for hours. Okay, I'm literally inserting this clip because I'm like 99% sure it was shrooms, and then I'm going to get Chick-fil-A, so bye. But we still, till this day, 3 years later, have absolutely no idea. So if anyone has an idea of what it possibly could have been, let me know. Like, please, please let me know. I just want to put it out there now. I'm telling you this story so you can learn from my mistakes. Like, do not smoke with random people. Do not drink from other people's shit. Like, don't do that. And I'm definitely not promoting drug use or anything like that, because definitely don't do that, because you might end up getting laced like me. So, yep, that is the story of the time I got laced in the worst town on Long Island. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want more story times like this, trust me, there are plenty, because I do a lot of shit without actually thinking. So if you want more story times like this, let me know, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.